Class, be seated. Everybody be seated. You heard the bell. Guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver, and this is the Crazy New York Driver Show. Tonight on the Crazy New York Driver Show, we will be discussing more about item not as described cases filed fraudulently. We're going to discuss a new experience that I've seen on eBay, and it's very, very frustrating. People sending best offers lower and lower each time. You're going to like that. We're going to talk about an interesting story about a repeat buyer and your questions, comments, and concerns from last week's video. Today's video is for Friday, October the 7th, 2022. And of course, welcome to another eBay video. Did a little bit of a different introduction today, just to try and be different. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get into your comments, questions, and concerns from the video I made on Wednesday. Then we'll talk about your comments, questions, and concerns from last Friday, and then new material. So from Wednesday's video, Dorothy Burke wrote, "Did you notice you can now exclude locations including post office boxes? That should be very helpful to you." Dorothy, you know something? I'm glad you pointed that out, because at first I didn't notice it. But yes, you're correct. But my question is, will it work? Because in my settings, in my preferences, I have post office boxes all blocked, yet I get 5 or 6 per week. So my question is, if I block them this way for each listing, will that work? And if it does, it still means I will have to block each and every single time when I make a listing. Caleb Bay wrote, "Don't forget to take the fees. Say something about taking the fees as well. Make eBay backtrack that fee policy by making the customer eat it." Caleb is talking about the false item not as described claim that I told you about on Wednesday. And he went furthermore with another comment and said, if you deduct anything, it triggers eBay not to refund the fees. So take that off as well. Don't tell them. They can click a button, turn it into a case, and remove your deduction options. Last 4 abuses immediately cased the return. Daniel Scales also wrote about the same topic. Daniel wrote, "Joe, when you do deductions, please keep in mind you will not be refunded eBay's transaction fee, which is typically around 15%, considering your 2% promotion. So when I do deductions, I account for those fees. Basically, you can deduct 50% from the refund." Yes, Daniel, you're correct, and it's good you reminded us about that. By the way, this is coffee. The person I told you about on Wednesday, who is, I have to use the word scammer. I'm going to use that word because that's what he is. He filed a false item not as described claim because it's a heavy item, going to cost $30 each way shipping. And Joey, that is right here, cute Joey, will be deducting that. And he's already sent the item back. I don't have it yet, but I got a notification from eBay it's on the way. And I might just make a special standalone video focusing on this particular transaction, because I want you guys to see, number one, that I truthfully did list all the defects in the listing, so you know that I'm a straight shooter. And number two, I want you to see the procedure as to how to make deductions, because I know that some of you don't know how to do it. Do you guys think this would be a positive thing? Do you want me to do it? Let me know. Gary Lawkins wrote, "Hi Joe, another useful video. I've been using the new tool, but to be honest, we in the UK have no other option. It's certainly improved since it first landed. Trouble is, eBay has removed the capability of adding bespoke item specifics. eBay has missed a large number of necessary specifics, especially in the electronics category. Before the changes, that was no problem, as we could add our own. But eBay seems to have forgotten to make this useful feature part of the new setup. Dan Frisco wrote with a kind of unusual comment, but I want to address it. There is a big difference, Joe, between concierge and the BS customer service the rest of us are stuck with, where the reps can't do anything and have no power to make any changes to accounts. The support we get is almost non-existent, to the point people don't even call or try to call because it becomes a dead end. Dan, I got a question for you. I wish you would have been a little bit more specific about this, but I think I know where you're coming from. Dan, are you referring to the overseas Filipino customer service center? Now, if you are, I totally understand your point. During the early days of eBay, I had the same situation, okay? And I know it's frustrating, all right? I would call up, they didn't understand what I was saying. And if I was lucky and I did get a rep who did understand and agreed with me that I was in the right, they would say something like, all right, I'm going to make a report about this and I'm going to kick it upstairs. Because, like you said, they don't have the juice. Dan, I'd like you to comment in today's video and tell us, are you talking about the overseas customer call center or was it here in the United States? Now, I'm going to move over to last Friday's video and the comments from that. Marjorie the Staphologist wrote, Joe, get this. I had a buyer submit an offer which I accepted. A day later, they messaged me that the reason they didn't pay yet is they sent out 3 offers to 3 different sellers, including me, and they were waiting to hear back from the other 2 sellers before making a decision. I did a cute Joey, and I messaged her back that I'm canceling her order, blocking her, and reporting her to eBay. Actually, eBay Escalation was nice enough to say, report her, as I don't want any negativity from her. She has been an eBay member since 2013 with over 1,900 rating and all 100% positive, but nothing recently. Go figure, she will never buy from me. I relisted the item without best offer. Marjorie, you brought up a really good point. I'm so glad you made this comment. The person you're talking about is a member since 2013, has done a lot of transactions on eBay. What does that tell you guys? People who are experienced on eBay know they have carte blanche to send out offers and pay for nothing. Before reading the rest of the comments, I'm going to stop and I'm going to tell you a few stories that happened to me this week. I think you'll enjoy them. But you know, it's sad. It's sad. eBay is a cash cow. The amount of money we sellers can make is almost limitless. But eBay is in the slow lane, and they refuse to adapt to change, and I don't freaking get it. Talking about best offers, as Marjorie brought it up, how many of you guys will get a best offer from a particular person and you will notice green lettering underneath the best offer that says repeat buyer? What does that tell you? First of all, whoa, stop. Back up. Beep, 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 beep. How many of you guys actually have seen this? Please put it in the comment section below. It tells me that I am dealing with an honest, good, respectable eBayer who's bought from me before and will definitely pay. I have seen this repeat buyer message numerous times in the last few months. So when I saw it the other day, to me, it told me that I was guaranteed a sale. The buyer sent me a rather lowball offer, and even though he was a repeat buyer, the offer he sent me was for $50, and I couldn't bring myself to accept it. So I sent him a counter offer of, let's just say, $75. The next day he sends me a counter offer of $55, $5 more. But that's okay. That's okay for two reasons. Number one, the item's a dog item. Number two, he's a repeat buyer. I'm guaranteed to sell this item if I accept his offer. It's a dog. It's a no-brainer. Accept. Sent him an invoice. I swear on my life, he never paid me. And this is a guy that's bought at least 3 or 4 items from me in the past because I recognize his name. Question. Would you guys then have blocked him? I did. You stiff me one time, you're blocked for life. eBay is a business. It's e-commerce. There shouldn't be deadbeat bidders. There should never be. But if there is, they're getting blocked. That's story number 1 on best offers. See, Marjorie, you made a good comment about best offers. Now you got me going. This one's even better. And it's the second time it happened to me. A buyer sends me a rather lowball offer. Let's just say $40 on a $100 item. My rule of thumb is I decline anything that's less than half, automatically. Automatic decline, which I did. He then sends me an offer for $45. Automatic decline. That shows disrespect in my personal opinion. He then sends me a third offer of $20. Again, I swear on my life this happened. I can produce screenshots if you need them. Guys, who in their right mind sends an offer of 40, 45, and 20? No reasonable buyer would do such a thing. Now, needless to say, I blocked him, but I also did send him a love note. All right, I couldn't resist. When I clicked on the decline, you have that little field you can type in. I said, I'm declining your offer, and I've blocked you from ever buying from me again. What do you think about that? I had to do it, man. I had to. Have any of you guys ever had this happen? Because it's the second time it's happened to me in as many months, where a person's offer actually went lower than their initial offer. Moving on. Another comment from Marjorie the Psephologist regarding the eBay Open glitches. She states, Joe, I did see the eBay Open wheel and cheesy prizes, and at that time I was too frustrated. I did get an email that I have $50 swag credit, but not many choices. Marjorie, I also got $50 swag credit. And with that money, I selected 2 t-shirts, and I think that tote bag was $10, so it came out to $50. I have not received them yet, but that's what I selected. ZXC, who we know as Gary the Coin Guy, wrote, Joe, I remember you talking about Hurricane Sandy 10 years ago, devastating the New York City area. It was a late season storm around October 28th. The remnants of Hurricane Ian gave the D.C. area cloudy and rainy from Friday through Tuesday. I can sympathize that you never get much sun, as it hasn't been sunny here since last Thursday. The eBay Open glitches caused me to miss the collectibles breakout session on Wednesday. There was no presentation at the assigned time. That's what I heard, Gary. A few of the presentations didn't go off as planned, but if you want to check them out on YouTube, the eBay for Business channel has them uploaded. As I said in my video Wednesday, it rained every day this week. Every day, but it didn't rain yesterday, Thursday. Thursday was freaking gorgeous. I took a load of pictures. Fluffy007 wrote, a busy week for stories, Joe. I had 2 crazies this week. This buyer bought one item, received it, and left neutral feedback saying, "I thought this item was for two, not just one, so not as good as the deal as I first thought." So because she thought something and wasn't able to read or understand words, I have to have neutral feedback on my account? Hell no. Got that removed and this crazy bird blocked. She will return because nobody else has this product, and I'll take great satisfaction in explaining to her why she's blocked. That has happened to me numerous times in my eBay career, where I have one item listed and people will think they're getting a set of four. And I have had people neg me for that. I feel that eBay should sanction buyers who leave unfair negative feedback. I mean that. And I'm willing to bet you guys wish that too, but they'll never do it. They'll never do it. They are petrified about losing a single buyer. But these are not the kind of buyers you want to deal with. People that can't read, don't understand, don't pay. Come on, eBay, you can do better than this. Michelle Murnick wrote, "I usually do not get many cancellations, but this week I had two within minutes of each other. In both cases, the buyer sent me offers and I accepted. Within seconds of paying, both buyers sent a cancellation request for the reason ordered by mistake. I blocked the buyers first, then immediately accepted the cancellation request. Turns out both buyers are sellers of the same items I'm selling. I lost all my watchers due to this, but not for long. eBay auto-relisted both items. I went in and tweaked the listings and raised the prices. Then I put both items on sale and both sold by the end of the day. Sometimes I think some of these cancellations are other sellers trying to get my items off the site, even if it's only for a short time. And don't even get me started on the lowball offers this week. Sheesh, I'm trying a new strategy for those people. Block and ignore and let the offer time out. Thanks, Joe, for your video. I don't feel like the Lone Ranger over here dealing with these jerks." Yeah, I got you, Michelle. You know, it's good that you blocked those people. I'm not so sure if you did the right thing by agreeing to the cancellations, if in fact they were being spiteful and trying to get your item off eBay so theirs would sell quicker. That's something I'm going to need to think a little bit more about. One thing I forgot to mention earlier when I was talking about the particular buyer who sent me a lowball offer. Remember, just maybe 2 minutes ago, I said the offer was $40, then $45, then $20. After I blocked him, I got curious, so I clicked on his feedback just to see who I was dealing with. You won't believe this. He's mainly a seller, not a buyer. He's mainly a seller, and the screen was a sea of red. His current eBay feedback is 78%. When is the last time any of you cool cats saw an eBay seller active on eBay with 78%? Something's not right. All right, I think this is going to be the last comment coming up. Let me just check here. Yeah, last comment is from Jennifer V. "Hi Joe, good video. Don't fool yourself. We deal mainly in vintage musical instruments, and we get the angry lowballers who harass you because you declined. We also get the idiots that cancel and the jag-offs that give you a long paragraph. Sometimes it's just to tell you what they already have is that similar or better to what you're selling. Lonely? Yes. Hey, cute Joey, you never told us about the person that eBay opened that had something bad happen to them. Was that a teaser? Maybe next time." Jennifer, you're right. I didn't mention it, and I'll tell you why. I know 90% of the story. I don't know the other 10%, and I'm going to see the people in question this weekend. So I can maybe get an epilogue to the story, and I figure I'll put it out there at one time. But I got to tell you, it is concerning. It is very concerning. Not the kind of thing I like to have to even talk about. All right, one more thing before we get started with new business. I'd like to give a shout out to one of my subscribers. I received a package in the mail, which is right here. Okay? And a little note. Here is the note. I will read it to you, show it to you. Hi, Joe. I bought a set of hubcaps from you years ago, and they're still holding up fine. Love your YouTube show. Hope you like the gift. Margie. P.S. Never forget, Dennis Copper knows all. And I'm not kidding. Dennis Copper, you got no idea how famous you are. All right? A lot of people know you who I know in real life. I mean, they talk about you all the time. Now, here's what I was sent. Look at this bad boy. A bottle of Mexican Coke. And you know how I love it. And look, the old-fashioned style Coke can opener. Yeah. And some other goodies. Little Phillips screwdriver. Not pressing on anybody, but if any of you guys ever feel obliged or in the mood to send me Mexican Coke, which I love and is very hard to get, feel free to do so. Okay? Feel free to do so. You can send it to my store address in Oradell, New Jersey. I'll be more than happy to drink it, possibly on camera. All right. Let's talk about some new topics or ongoing topics in eBay land. First of all, this week was a lot slower than the last 8 or 9 weeks. I don't know why, guys. I don't have a reason for you. I'm noticing Sundays are pitifully slow, and I believe it's because of the football games. I dread those freaking Sunday football games because people are not online spending that wonderful dosh, all right? I love making money. I really do. And I'm sure you do too. But I am noticing that it's a lot slower than usual. I would like to notify everybody that the next eBay Seller Forum will be October 19th. Hopefully some of you guys received an invitation like that, okay? I got mine. The 19th, it'll be 1 o'clock p.m. Western time zone here in New York City area. That'll make it 4 o'clock p.m. It's only going to be for 1 hour. It will have Adam Ireland, the Vice President, U.S. General Manager, and Andrea Stairs, Vice President, Global Markets, Seller, Community, and Marketing. So yeah, if you've been invited, please make sure you register. Do it today, all right? You don't want to wait till the last minute. It's not extended to everybody, but if you are lucky enough to have received an invitation, please respond, save your place, and attend the session. This way you get to learn a lot of the ins and the outs that you might otherwise miss. I'm going to keep the video rather short this week because, quite frankly, nothing really interesting happened in the land of eBay. What can I tell you? It's like getting out of school early. You're going to have early dismissal today, my friends. Guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Thank you for watching this video. Every Friday, I make these videos to try and help you stay successful on eBay. If you think I'm doing a good job, please give me a thumbs up. It tells me I'm on point and appreciated. But if you don't think I did a good job, please type in some questions or comments or concerns you would like me to hit up next week, and I'll be more than happy to try and do it. I hope you guys make a lot of sales this week. Rock on and peace!